Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is IZATUL SYAHIRAH. In introduction section, I'm going to talk about the definition of our topic, which is the forensic in blood specimen collection. Definition of forensic is a multidisciplinary field that uses scientific methods to investigate crimes and examine evidence in courts. This including DNA analysis, fingerprinting, and also digital forensics, due to uncover the facts, identify criminals, and also provide justice. Settle for the first definition, we're going to see what is the blood specimen collection. Blood specimen is a procedure in which a needle is used to take a blood from a vein. This usually for laboratory testing. A blood draw may also be done to remove an extra red blood cells from the blood to treat a certain blood disorder. Other than blood specimen collection, we also call them as phlebotomy or venipuncture. Next, we're going to see the objective. Usually, blood must be extracted and collected in order to conduct several laboratory tests. Specimens are frequently provided in order to monitor the result of medical treatments and also medications. This is for checking a risk factors like elevated cholesterol and assist in diagnosing illness. Furthermore, blood evidence that properly collected can be established a strong link between an individual and also a crime, and it can also support or refute witness statements or suspect statements.
In this slide, we're going to talk about the theory. Blood is type of biological evidence which is commonly found at scene of crime. There are two scientists. The first one is Paul Erlenhut. In 1901, the Erlenhut test was introduced. The test could distinguish between human and animal blood. The Erlenhut test relied on the precipitation reaction between human serum and animal serum. The reaction between human serum antibodies and animal serum protein produced visible precipitate, enabling investigators to identify blood stain origin from either human or another species. The second scientist is Carl Steiner. In 1901, he discovered the identification of human ABO blood group system. In forensic science, this system helped identify blood stain at crime scenes, aiding investigation. And it also analyzed blood chemical and define genetic difference between individuals.
In this slide, forensic in blood specimen collection, we have 6 types of methodology. The first one is collection protocol. Forensic scientists follow strict protocols to ensure the integrity and chain of custody of the blood specimen. This includes using sterile equipment and following standardized procedures to prevent contamination and ensure the sample's admissibility in court. Secondly, we have preservation. Blood sample must be properly preserved to maintain their integrity of analysis. This often involves storing sample in appropriate containers or tubes that prevent degradation and maintain the chemical composition of the blood. Thirdly, we have documentation. Detailed documentation in crucial forensic blood collection. This includes recording the time and location of collection, the identity of the individual from whom the blood was taken, and any other relevant information that could impact the analysis or interpretation of the result. Number 4 is the analysis. In the laboratory, forensic chemists analyze blood sample using various techniques to identify and quantify substance presence. This could include testing for drugs, alcohol, DNA profiling, or identifying other chemical compounds that may be relevant to the investigation. Fifth, we have the chain of custody. Maintaining a secure chain of custody is essential throughout the entire process. This involves documenting every transfer of the blood sample from the collection site to the laboratory and ensuring that only authorized personnel handle the sample to prevent tampering or contamination. Last but not least, we have legal consideration. Forensic blood collection must adhere to legal standards and regulation to ensure the admissibility of result in court. This includes following established guidelines for sample collection, handling, and analysis, as well as documenting every step of the process to provide a clear and reliable chain of evidence.
So next, why blood is used in forensic? In the postmortem cases, blood remains the single most important specimen to analyze. When possible, at least 2 blood specimens should be collected. First is 30 ml of central blood from the right artery of the heart, inferior vena cava, or another convenient large vessel for qualitative analysis, and the second one is 10 ml peripheral blood, preferably from the left and right femoral veins, by direct vascular for quantitative analysis. Blood sample is most crucial to use in forensic to identify the causes of the person death, recognize or identifying the victim based on their DNA, and for the purpose health and medical information of the corpse, usually used in investigate crime cases. So there are several examples why blood is used in forensic. The first example and result of forensic blood specimen is driven under the influence of alcohol and drugs. So this is the situation 1. The car driver died as a result of an accident with several cause reported in 11. According to the victim involved, the driver of the car that his car looked like he used to control. Law enforcement officers requested blood specimen to determine the presence of drugs in the driver's system. Blood. According to Article 44, Paragraph 3 of the Order of Enforcement of the Road Traffic Act, driving while intoxicated is defined as having a blood alcohol content of at least 0.3 mg per milliliter of a breath alcohol content of at least 0.15 mg per milliliter. The amount of alcohol in a person's breath is approximately 1 over 2,000 pH in the blood. So that day driver with the several cars videos was found to have a high blood alcohol reading from the sample taken. Second example is homicide. For this situation 2 is based on the true story, which is in Batu Pahat. The magistrate's court set a date of March 11 for the mention of the charge case against Muhammad Haikal Mahfuz, 24, who was accused of murdering Mila Sharmila Samsusah or Bella, 32, last December. After an incomplete skeleton was found on the morning of Friday, December 19, in an abandoned rental property in Kampung Baru 7. Tongkang pecah, the mystery surrounding Bella's disappearance on the night of December 14, was finally solved after the accused completed Umrah with his family and brought the bodies to the scene. The incomplete skeleton was discovered as soon as he returned back home. The suspect and 2 other accusers were subsequently taken into custody after it was discovered that the finding of the DNA test matched the DNA of Mila Sharmila's mother and sister after the blood stain sample at the skeleton was taken to the forensics. Example 3, the causes by overdose. So here is the station 3. The body of a 25-year-old individual was found in his apartment. There were no signs of an invasion. Only prescription drugs were found next to the body. Police believe that the man committed suicide by taking the unknown medicine. A blood sample is taken to identify the causes of death and sent to the forensic toxicology. The toxicology report shows increase of blood levels of benzodiazepines and opioids. Taking opioids and benzos together even for a short time can be dangerous because both medications can slow down the central nervous system, which control the function of the brain and spinal cord. This combination can lead to extreme sleepiness, slow and difficulty breathing, coma, and death.
To summarize this topic, forensic blood collection in chemistry is essential for extracting valuable information from blood sample found at crime scenes. Through sophisticated analytical methods such as DNA profiling, blood typing, and toxicology testing, forensic chemists can provide critical evidence to identify suspects, link individuals to crime scene, determine cause of death, and uncover crucial details about the circumstances surrounding criminal activities. The meticulous collection, preservation, and analysis of blood sample are paramount to ensuring the reliability and admissibility of forensic evidence in legal context. As technology advances, the field continues to evolve and offering increasingly precise tools to support law enforcement and justice system in solving crime and delivering fair outcomes based on scientific rigor.